Today I am sharing a grocery haul with you all, and then it is my turn to cook Sunday dinner. If you've been here for a little while, you know that my family has Sunday dinner after church every Sunday, and my sisters and I, we take turns cooking the meal for everybody. So today is my turn. I'm going to show you what we did last night to prepare, and then after that we'll take you to today when I do the final preparement, if that's a word for it, and then we'll see what else we get into. Hope you're having a good one. Here is today's grocery haul from Walmart. We're going to start right here. Robbie requested some of these sweet and spicy Doritos. I have some distilled water for my CPAP, some almond milk. I bought some meatballs. I'm going to do these for dinner one night with barbecue and how I make my barbecue sauce. So I got some meatballs, butternut squash, sweet potatoes, carrots, peas. I have some things that I'm doing with those. I have a soup recipe that I'm going to try with these two, but we'll see what happens. Shredded cheese. I got some buttermilk. It's that time of year for cornbread, and I needed some buttermilk. I don't usually put anything in my coffee, but I'm experimenting right now with something, and so I got some of this pumpkin. Is it pumpkin? Oh, I thought it was pumpkin. I did order pumpkin, but that's not what I got. Anyway, some cold foam and some vanilla cinnamon creamer. Eggs. I got some au jus salt seasoning and some stew seasoning. I think that's well. Anyway, yeah. I got some more of these chicken rice packs. I like to have these on hand. They make quick dinners with, like, if I pair it with some of my canned chicken and some cream of chicken and a little bit of water and cook it together, it's very, very good. I got some of Robbie's mandarin oranges. I got the individual things of Bob Evans macaroni and cheese for anybody that wants to snack. Eggs. I got a yellow cake mix. This is for Sunday dinner. It's my turn to cook Sunday dinner. I'm going to take you guys along with me as I do that. And so this is for the dessert. And we're not eating it as it's prepared on the box. So I just got a little cheap one. If I was doing like making the actual cake, I would have got like Duncan Hines or something like that. But cake mix, some barbecue sauce. Pippa needed some more food, some bread, and then the rest of this stuff right here is for Sunday lunch as well. I've got some hash browns. I'm going to make hash brown casserole, so I've got sour cream for that, plus this is what I put on the top of my hash brown casserole. I got some Sister Schubert rolls. I'm going to do a ham roast, so I got this, and I bought some root beers because I'm going to use that to cook it and then shred it up. Again, I'm going to take you guys along with me. Got some pineapple tidbits. I'm going to also make some pineapple casserole with lunch tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday, my turn to cook. That's why I'm taking you guys with me. The root beers, I told you what that was for. Some non-food items, toothpaste, face wash, hairspray. And that is everything I got from Walmart. Now I'm going to take you guys along with me as I get Sunday dinner prepared.
The beauty of hardy fiber cement siding speaks for itself, while its strength also makes it statement. Have the home neighbors want with the #1 brand of siding. Jay's Hardy, what the best.
The first thing I'm going to do is get started on the dessert. I made this a few weeks back for our homecoming at church, and it was a big hit, so I thought I'd do it again next time it was my turn to cook. So I am making a pecan pie dump cake. It's very easy because you start with your normal mix that you use when you're making a pecan pie. You get all that together, you dump it in the pan, a 9x13 baking dish of some sort, and then you're going to put a yellow cake mix over top of that. Now the recipe I have, and I will link it below, does not tell you to put butter on the top, but you need to put butter on the top. So I melted a stick of butter and added the butter to the top, and then I let it bake. This is really good. The edges get super, super crunchy, and so before serving it, I heated it up a little bit to kind of soften it up, and that does work, but you know, once it gets cooled off again, it's hard again. The middle is very soft. However, I'm saying all that to say I would prefer just to have the pie. The pie is perfect. No, doesn't need any kind of fixing. So, but if you want something different, you want to try a different way of making your pie, this is a good choice as well. It was very good, very delicious. Just I prefer it in pie form. I started off by melting my butter in the microwave, and now I'm going to add my corn syrup. I'm going to add brown sugar, a pinch of salt, and 3 eggs. I'm going to get that mixed up really well. I'm going to add my pecans to this mix because it's all going to be on the bottom. You don't have to if you don't want to. You can add the pecans to the top of the cake mix. It's however you want to do it. But I add it to the pecan pie mixture. So I'm going to get all this mixed up. Like I said, pour it in a 9x13 greased baking dish. Then I'm going to put the cake on top, melt the butter. I don't melt the butter in this video because while it was baking I realized it needs a stick of butter, but go ahead and melt your butter and pour over the top of your cake mix before you put it in to bake.
What's your story? What's your sign? It's like we're twin flames in a different life. Deep connection lights a spark. It's like you know me in the depths of my heart. We're dreamers. Don't care what other people say. We're living like this could be our final day. We're dreamers. Don't care what the others say. We're doing this in our own way. We come alive in the nighttime. It's something about how we dance in the moonlight. That look in your eyes, it tells me that you want me and all my loving. We come alive in the nighttime. You and I, we come alive. We come alive. We come alive. What's your weakness? What's your type? Somehow I wanna know all about you. Deep connection lights a spark. Like you already know me when we dance in the dark. We're dreamers. We're living like this could be our final day. We're dreamers. We're doing this in our own way. We come alive in the nighttime. It's something about how we dance in the moonlight. That look in your eyes, it tells me that you want me and all my loving. We come alive in the nighttime. You and I, we come alive. Oh, we come alive. We come alive. We come alive. Tell me that you want me. I can see you want me by the look in your eyes. Tell me that you want me. I can see you want me by the look in your eyes. We come alive. We come alive. We come alive in the nighttime. It's something about how we dance in the moonlight. That look in your eyes, it tells me that you want me and all my loving. We come alive in the nighttime. You and I, we come alive. Oh, we come alive. We come alive.
Next, I'm going to start on my hash brown casserole. I'm using 2 different hash browns here because it's what I had, and I'm just going to dump these into my bowl, and to it I'm going to add 1 stick of melted butter, 1 can of cream of chicken soup, 1 cup of sour cream, and 1 hefty cup of shredded cheese. Get it all mixed together. You can add some chopped onion if you like, however I just prefer the onion taste in this, and so I'm going to add a few you can add either onion powder or minced onion. I'm going to add a little bit of minced onion. If you see me picking there, One thing I cannot stand about the canned cream of chicken soup are the chunks of chicken that's in it. I don't know why. I don't like it. To me, it's just gross. So if I can, I pick those out when I see them. So that's what I was doing there. But anyway, I'm going to get this good and mixed up, get it in my greased pan, and then I'm going to cover it and put it in the refrigerator. And then the next day when it's time to fix dinner, I'm going to bake it in a 350 degree oven for about 45 minutes. You want it to get a little brown on top and maybe a little bubbly. And then I'm going to finish it, I'm going to add some French's fried onions, and that's the topping, and it's really, really good. But I'm going to go ahead and get this mixed together and get it ready to put in the refrigerator. You guys saw in the grocery haul portion of this video that I purchased a ham. I'm going to make a ham roast. And anytime I make a ham, any kind of ham, you know, spiral ham, honey, anything, I love to have pineapple casserole with it. And so that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to make a pineapple casserole. This is my mom's recipe. It's one of our favorites, mine and hers. And so I'm going to drain my pineapple tidbits and put the pineapple into a 9x13 baking dish. And to the juice, I'm going to heat it up with 2 cups of sugar and 6 tablespoons of flour. You want to stir this till it's mixed really well. I'm going to add about a handful of shredded cheese. You don't have to at this point. My mom always did, so that's what I do. I'm going to get this good and mixed up, and then I'm going to heat it to almost boiling. It'll start to thicken, and then I'm going to pour it over top of the pineapples. I am going to cover this with some shredded cheese, and while I'm doing this, my husband was melting a stick of butter, and I'm going to I had him crush up 3 sleeves of Ritz crackers. For a 9x13, 2 is plenty. I just love the topping. That's one of my favorite parts of this, and so we did 3 sleeves. And so I'm going to get the butter and the crackers mixed together, pour it over top of the pineapples, and then again I'm going to cover this and put it in the refrigerator, and I will bake it the next day when it's time for dinner. so now I'm getting started on a ham. This is a Kentucky Legend ham. It is not sliced. I'm going to put it in whole, and I'm putting it in the crock pot, and I'm going to add some root beer and brown sugar. You want to add enough root beer to where it will go halfway up where the ham is, and then you can sprinkle as much brown sugar as you want in it. Do a little, do a lot, whatever your heart wants. And so I'm going to cover this and let it cook. I was still up after it had been cooking for about 4 hours, and so before I went to bed, I went in to flip the ham over so that the parts that were not covered in the root beer could cook in the root beer. And so I do this, and I do end up adding another little can of root beer. It is now the next day. It's Sunday. We just finished with church, had a wonderful service, and now I am getting everything ready. That is the root beer sauce from the ham that I am going to boil and let it reduce. I've got the pineapple casserole and the hash brown casserole in the oven, and then I have some home canned green beans cooking on the stovetop. So now I am just going to shred. I'm going to use 2 forks to shred the ham, just like you would if you were making pork barbecue. This turned out to be very, very good. There was just only a few little pieces of fat in it, and so this turned out really good. I'm going to put it back into the crock pot, and then once my root beer sauce reduces some, I'm going to cover the ham with it and then just put the lid on it and keep it warm until time to eat. To my green beans, the only thing that I add is salt, pepper, and then a stick of dairy-free butter, because my daughter-in-law was eating with us as well, and so she's dairy-free right now. You honestly can't taste the difference. I got the Country Crock plant-based butter with avocado oil. It's really good. So if you need something dairy-free, I recommend that. I've got that going, and so then it's just a matter of waiting on the casseroles to finish, and then I put the rolls in, and then they finish, and then we'll be able to eat. that you guys enjoyed today's video. I wanted to do my Sunday dinner video a little different this time by adding the grocery haul, because the majority of that was I needed for my Sunday dinner. And like I said, my sisters and I, we take turns, and we're on like a 3-week rotation. Sometimes my mom will get in the mix, mom and dad will fix something, but most of the time it's me and my sisters, and we always have a good time of fellowship with the family after church. Like I said, if you enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, I would love you to subscribe. Come back, hang out with us. Until next time, I'll see y'all later. Bye.